Welcome back to the channel, you guys. My name is J Lokes.
My name is Nathan.
And this is my nephew. You already know him. This is the third video we make. And today's video is a mukbang.
Mukbang / story time. So we're gonna be eating some
Mickey D's. Check it out. What did you get, Nene?
I got medium fries, a chicken, and a 10-piece chicken nugget.
You basically got the same thing. Chicken nuggets, fries, and what do you call the other one?
McChicken.
McChicken. Okay, so
And then we got some orange soda because we're cheap and we don't want to buy drinks over there because we already had some at the house.
that's not being cheap. That's knowing how to.
We know how to save our money. And then,
Okay, so let's
alright, ready?
Play again. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
So today we're gonna be doing a story time as well of the time that I busted my head.
He was a little kid. He would talk about
I was like little, less than
9 or 8.
Yeah.
So what happened was his mom, which is my sister, and my mom,
Which is my grandma.
they had left. I believe they had went to the mall or somewhere, Don't really remember where they went. And he stood in his mom's room. And no one told me that he stayed. He was very quiet. He was watching TV or on the phone, whatever.
And like during this time, like we had just moved into this house. So like everything was like, it was basically old kind of this house. And like my mom's room at the time had like no carpet or anything. It was basically just cement.
And he was being smart, and he was just.
We're gonna get more in depth right now in a bit.
We hungry. We haven't ate.
Yeah, we're having I got home from school and we literally right away went. And we're
a
Mexican,
shower
so we need the
and nothing.
tapatio at all times. If y'all didn't see the last video, it'll be in the description box below. But I lost that challenge that we did. To find out what challenge it was, you gotta go watch it. And we did and this was the punishment. I had to eat a spoon of tapatio.
So today there will be no punishment.
Yeah, obviously.
Because we're gonna tell you, a little bit about ourselves. Well, actually, about him.
I like to put my fries in like the little like other half of the chicken nuggets. And then my favorite dip is ranch. Y'all should comment down below what is your favorite.
I usually do what is this? Ranch with barbecue, but there was no barbecue, so I'm doing it with ranch and tapatio.
Is it good?
Para el tío. Tasty.
I'm good.
So
Hold on, I'll be back. I'm gonna get some ketchup. I'm back with the ketchup. This boy juicy. So my like dip, so his is like ranch and tapatio. Mine is ranch and ketchup. Like kind of basic, but I'm basic. So you guys hear some background noises? This is my parents. They're really loud.
shout out to my cuñado that fell today.
Oh yeah, my dad got pretty hurt today.
Much love to you.
Shout out to you, pa.
You're my favorite cuñado. That will never change.
Alright, so yeah. So basically, let's start at the beginning. So, I was born and basically raised half my life in Los Angeles, California. The city of angels. And, so, I was 8 years old. I had just turned 8. And, we decided to move over here to Indy for I don't know what reason, but basically,
For a better life.
his mom is my mom's mom. They're brothers. My mom and my grandma love each other very much. They're practically inseparable. But my mom was debating on moving here because of my grandma, and they actually ended up moving over here with us for about 6 months. And then they moved back because they didn't really like it over here. But anyway, so we're
It's
here.
not that we didn't like it. The main reason why is because of the weather
They're not used to the
and
weather.
because of the time change. Indianapolis, Indiana is 3 hours ahead from California. So we're not used to that. So we decided to go back. But I mean, I love it now, you know. It got way better with the years.
Yeah, when we had moved here, Indiana was very boring.
And
There
very
was-
empty.
It was very empty. The population has definitely increased for sure. But anyway, so we moved over here. Like I said, the house was very old and musty and dusty, honestly, for cause it was just old.
Basically, it was a new beginning for everybody, for the whole family.
Facts. We'll catch up.
But like I said, I'm gonna repeat myself. If you guys want to know more about me, more about my life, comment down below exactly what you want to know, and I'll do a story time about that.
Oh, I did that. It's not spicy. I went. All right, so this story time that we're doing is when I hit my head and lost my mind, basically. I broke my hand. So, like I said, we moved here and this house was very old. How old it was? So anyway, like I said, they moved over here and this house only has 1, 2,
4.
3 rooms upstairs and 1 room downstairs. But when they lived here, I don't think anyone lived downstairs. So basically, everybody was up here. So it was my grandma and her husband, my uncle, and his stepbrother, my step uncle, whatever. Them two slept in here, in this room that we're filming in. My grandma and her husband slept in a room next to this. And then me, my sister, my brother, my dad, and my mom slept in her room. But her room is huge.
Humongous.
Humongous. So I that was basically my room. So,
I'm stuffing my face like I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day.
fact, hungry, big fat. So, that room had nothing. Like, it was not even painted correctly. Like, it was just
empty.
white.
Empty.
It was white and it was cement floor. We have just moved over here, so we didn't have nice beds or anything. We had one bed.
mattress.
We had one bed that we brought from LA, and then we had like 2 blown like air mattresses. So it was just like very raggedy. One day,
Very ghetto.
yeah, and one day my grandma and my mom decided to leave without telling him that I was gonna stay.
And then, so I heard noises, but the floor is very squeaky.
Because of wood.
So I didn't think anything. I didn't think he was here. Like I said, he was quiet. But he was jumping on the bed thinking he was Superman and stuff. So the last jump he did,
Me, by the way, me.
his foot slipped and he, all his weight, like it leaned on the side.
I was trying to do a front flip, but
And he did it, but it
I
failed.
did it. But what had happened was that since the air mattress, they're not stable and it was concrete in my mom's room. But since there's concrete in my mom's room, the mattresses would move. They would like slip because at the bottom they're like slippery. So it moved out from under me and my head hit the concrete and my head started just like that. Like this is what everything was just moving like this. So I come out of the room screaming and then
I asked him what happened, and he couldn't talk. He had a big bump
Right
on the
here?
back of his head,
Oh, right
and it looked like it was gonna like burst. You know what I'm saying? So I got mad, not because he fell, but because no one told me that he had stayed.
If he would have known, he would have made me be with him. Because I wasn't little, but he would have made me like be around him.
Yeah, like I was overprotective back in the days, you know. So I didn't know, like I said.
Especially since I was his first nephew.
So
He's always been more protective of me.
yeah, so when I seen his head, like he had really red, so I called his mom, and I screamed at her. I was like, you know, why didn't you tell me that Nathan stayed, whatever? So she just told me what happened. So I told him, and he was already falling asleep. And as some of you may know or believe, that when you fall or hit your head really hard, like he did in that case in that day, you're not supposed to
Sleep right away.
because you can.
It wasn't right away. It was I slept.
Yeah, but you were like not in your head.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, you know, like breathe, pendejo, breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like you know, I was very worried. I was nervous because I didn't know what to do. You know, till I found, you know, some cream, whatever. I put it in the back of his head, and he kind of got better and stuff.
Yeah, for all y'all Hispanics, I feel like it's mostly Mexicans because I have Latin or Hispanic friends that are from like El Salvador and stuff. I'm just gonna directly say this to the Mexican people because, like I said, I have other friends from different countries that don't know about this. But if you know what arnica is like for everything, bro. Like honestly, if you're Mexican.
And there's also tea of arnica that, you know, it doesn't taste bad at all. It tastes like
If I find a picture, I'll insert it.
it tastes like regular water, but that helps you for your inside body. You know what I mean? To heal the inside and everything. So it's very good. Just a little tip, you know.
If I find a picture of like the cream, I'll insert it.
I'll be around there.
Somewhere.
But yeah, pretty much, you know.
So like, I hit my head, and
then
I was basically like screaming like a maniac. Like I remember that I was just crying and screaming, and I ran to him, and then I was just like, I couldn't even finish my sentence. I was like, Johnny, like.
He almost.
I was
fainted.
like, I kept stuttering the word I, and I couldn't say anything. He was like kind of like, not annoyed, but he was getting mad that I couldn't finish my sentence. He was just like, what? Like, tell me, like, what happened? Whatever, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. So
Gotta make another ranch because I finished it.
I don't know exactly how old I was, you know.
I
He's always been and always will be like my favorite. You know, he's annoying.
No offense to all the nephews that are gonna watch this in the future, maybe.
He's very annoying, you know. And
Preparados.
We play. We'll talk shit, you know. But when he's not here, it's boring, you know.
like he irritates me once again.
Okay, we get it.
We want to make it clear, but
I think they get it.
I mean, it's not the same, you know. Here's the reason why I came out here. Because when he left, literally, like a week after, or a week and a half after they came back home, I flew to Indianapolis.
That's how much love we have for each other. He's like my big brother that I never had.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I was about to say you do have that.
I have a brother, but he's little.
18 years old. Shout out to my Marvin Lokis, Pedokis. He lets me not call him that.
Yeah. Yo.
Damn, right,
chicken.
This is good. This is good. No biggie.
And then there was this one time also that, okay, so when I lived in LA, my parents would work probably like, I want to say maybe 2.5 hours after I came out of school. So basically they were still at work when I came out of school. So there's like this after school program that I used to stay at after school, and it was called Woodcraft Rangers. And there was like a bunch of clubs that you could join. And I was on the dance club because I like to dance, I guess. And I was in the auditorium, and the auditorium's all tile. And I was doing a cartwheel. I was practicing a cartwheel for like one of the choreographies that we were doing. And I busted my head. Like,
again, for me, in my opinion, sometimes it's good when a nephew and uncle get along like we do. because we're young. I mean, we're not old. He's definitely not old. He's a basically like he's a teenager now. You know.
We're really close. Is what we're trying to tell you. We're just really, really close.
He's a crazy sleeper, y'all.
Am I? I've been told that I'm a crazy sleeper. I obviously haven't. What was that saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
you've been told that.
Oh yeah, I've been told that I'm a crazy sleeper, but I obviously haven't experienced like seeing me.
And he talks at night. He's a sleep talker. I still love his weird ass. You know.
We were debating on like starting this channel, like it would have been ours, like me and him, but like it wouldn't have worked out because he lives in LA and we basically it's because we live in different states, so we wouldn't know, but like maybe we might change the name and it might be mine and his name, but we'll see.
Next meal of the night, you guys. What's it called?
I'm a chicken.
A McChicken.
Flavor.
Shout out to everybody that goes for them Raiders. And if you don't go for the Raiders, you're a hater.
But you know what, Johnny? At the end of the day, haters are my motivators.
So this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and share. And see you next time.
Peace
We out.
out, boy.